Hey everyone, in this tutorial I am going to show you how to use the Eclipse IDE for C and C++ to create a solution in C for the practice problem and how to navigate on the command line to that program, compile it, and run it. So we'll start by opening up Eclipse. For me, that's under Documents, KU High School Design, Eclipse, and we'll double click on the application. And I already have a workspace I created in the previous tutorial, Eclipse C, C++. Click OK. And now the Eclipse IDE should open up. Go up here to the top left and click on the New drop-down, and we'll create a new C project. And we want an empty project. Use the min-gw toolchain, and I'll give it a project name of practice. Click next, and you'll want both debug and release checked. Click finish. So we now have our practice project over here on the left. You can see it doesn't really have anything in it yet, so let's add a new source file to the project, and we'll call it main.c, and make sure you include the .c after the name that you want for your source file. Click finish, and you'll see here in the middle we can now edit our main.c file, and I'm going to copy the solution from the programming competition rules that were sent to you. So now that we have the solution written, let's save the file, and now we're ready to go to the command prompt and compile and run the program. So we'll go to the start menu, type in CMD, click on the command prompt, and we're under C users Wilson, so I need to navigate to the location of main.c. So I'll type in CD for change directory, and this will look different, a little bit different for you depending on what your folder names are and where you put Eclipse. But I have a project called Practice, so we're now in the Practice folder under the Eclipse C, C++ workspace, and I can type in dir to see what's in my workspace, and as expected there is main.c. So I can now compile the program and set an output file. So I'll type g++ main.c space -o for output, and I will call my output file practice.exe and hit enter. And if I now type in dir again and hit enter, I have practice.exe in my directory now. And because we're trying to read from standard in, we want to pass in an input file when we run the program. So I'm going to open Notepad. And in this case, the first line should be an integer, and that integer indicates how many lines are to follow. And if you go back and look at the solution, the expected output of this will be hello world, hello Alan, and hello Ada. So we'll save this file, and we'll want to put it in the same directory as the practice.exe, and you can come down here and click all files just to ensure that your practice.exe application is right there. We will save this as input.txt and click save. We can now close Notepad and go back to the command line, and we can type practice.exe to run our program, but we want to pass in our input file so it can read for standard in. So we use a less than sign, type in the name of our input file, and hit enter. And as expected, For our output over here on the left, we have hello world, hello Alan, hello Ada.